In this video, we're going to cover the best 5 ways to trade Forex. So let's jump into it. All right, guys. So I want you to stay with me till the end of the video as each step gets more important, but I'm going to start off with step number 1. And if you're watching this video to truly find out what the best way to trade Forex is, I'm going to save you a lot of time right now and tell you there isn't one. There isn't a best way to trade Forex. And you may be like, whoa, why am I on this video now? I'm going to click off. Don't. Because if you're searching this kind of stuff up, this is going to be the perfect video for you. Hopefully at the end of this video, that question to you is going to be answered. So jumping into point number 2, you're going to want to find out your personality type. Now, me, speaking from personal preference, I have tried scalping, I've tried swing trading, and I've tried day trading. Day trading is what I kind of landed on, intraday trading. Scalping is if you like to be more aggressive with your moves. Scalping, you're on the lower time frame and you're looking for small pip moves in and out of the market, many trades per day, that whole kind of thing. Now, scalping could be good for someone who only has a certain amount of time on the charts per day, whether you're maybe waking up early for work or maybe you're trying to trade on lunch. I don't know. I've heard of many different stories. I've been there myself, trying to trade on lunch in the bathroom, getting alerts set and all that kind of good stuff. But you know, it's anything you can possibly do to make it work and make the dream alive, right? And I found myself, I've literally tried it all. And swing trading, for anyone who doesn't know, is when you're holding trades for a series of days, to weeks, to even longer. And then obviously day trading is pretty self-explanatory, though day trading, you don't have to trade every day and you can still be considered a day trader. So what you're gonna wanna do is kind of assess your personality type. I would say the best advice for figuring out what style suits you is to literally try it, because someone could say, "Oh, you're very impulsive. You should try scalping," right? Or someone could say, "Oh, you're very laid back. You should try swing trading." But the truth is, you're not going to figure out what works best for you unless you try it. And that's the name of the game. That's the name of trading. It's trial and error, right? And I say a lot of people that are starting out trading that at the very beginning, we make an absolute ton of mistakes. And then as time goes on, you make less and less mistakes. Mistakes are always going to be there because without them, we wouldn't grow. But the mass amount of mistakes we make along our journey as traders, especially at the beginning, is just absolutely insane. And you're not going to regret any of them because you're grateful that they're happening, because like I said, that's how you grow. So after you find out the type of style that you want to trade, like I said, whether it be scalping, swing trading, or day trading, you're going to want to find a system. You're going to want to find a way of trading that you know has an edge over the market. And you're going to be taught that from someone. Sure, you can go along the way of learning as you go. You can go along the way of, teaching yourself. But that's the beauty thing about the internet now. The beauty thing about having people who are where we want to be is they're able to teach you. They're able to share. They're able to shave time off. I would recommend finding a mentor. I would recommend looking up as much YouTube content as you can for free before you actually go and get that mentor. Because I get people asking to join RM trading all the time that don't have a lot of experience. The first thing I do is tell them to just soak in as much free information on YouTube that you can. And then once you're past that part, you're struggling to progress even more, then I would recommend having a mentor. The reason I like having a mentor over a course is because people are selling courses from price action from last year. People are selling courses from price action from 3 years ago, right? And the markets are evolving. The markets are changing every single day. The thing I like about a mentorship, it's more hands-on. You're able to actually teach these people. And you're able to actually be there for them when they're asking questions. One of the biggest reasons why I got into this is because it's something I wish I had when I started trading. Trading for me was a very lonely game. I was doing courses left and right, and nothing was more frustrating than when you didn't understand something from the course, but you had no one to answer your questions. You didn't have anyone to reach out to. And I found myself falling into a trap of just constantly looking for this course and this course and this course. I believe the courses are great because they're going to teach you new information, but there's going to come a point in your journey where you know all the basic stuff. You're going to need someone to help you keep accountable. You're going to need someone there for when you take a trade and you don't know why it lost. You're going to need someone there for you when you are just simply confused with what price is doing. And I find that's the big benefits of having a mentor, an educator, whatever you want to call them, someone who can be there for you when you need help on a very consistent basis, because I feel like it only expedites the learning curve. It increases the productivity and it enhances your learning environment. And I just think it's a great thing. My best advice is to say soak up as much free YouTube content as you can from anybody. ICT has a ton of free information on YouTube if you trade similar to me. And then say you're confused with that, then reach out to a mentor. It doesn't have to be me, it can be literally anyone. Find someone who trades the way you want to trade, that has the lifestyle you want to live in terms of this is the window they trade. So I'm going to try and adapt that way of trading so then I can trade during this window, right? So after you determine the type of style that you want to trade, after you have found the mentorship, the YouTube videos, the courses that have now taught you how to trade, you're going to want to go into step number 3. Step number 3 is backtest the system that you have now learned about, knowing that it works. And I've talked about this before, but I can't explain it enough. You can learn something. It takes a next level of learning to consistently execute it on a daily basis in the markets, right? It's like in school. The answer, someone could give you the answer, then at that moment you know the answer, but then when it's the next day and you're getting asked another question similar, if you haven't actually practiced and you haven't actually understood or to execute it, you're not gonna know what to do, right? So I find backtesting allows us to replicate the system that we have learned in the course, mentorship, YouTube videos, whatever it may be, as many times as we can so that it becomes second nature, right? It's like in the basics it's like in sports. I like relating it to sports. The basics in sports, at the very beginning, you learn how to dribble the ball. At the very beginning, you learn how to stick handle in hockey. You learn how to pass the puck. They don't make you go out there and play the game right away. You have to learn the fundamentals, right? Step by step by step. And then as a whole, you then are able to play the game with all the understandings of what to do. You know the rules, right? You know all the basic stuff to allow you to play hockey, to allow you to play basketball, whatever it may be, right? And the same thing goes for trading. You can't just watch a course video or a YouTube video and then go out that next day in the live market and try and replicate it, because you're going to get spanked, especially as a beginning trader or a newbie trader or even an advanced trader. When we learn things, we have to go practice them, right? Athletes practice, they have practice, right? You're not just going to go jump into the live markets, like I said, with no practice of what you just learned, because you're going to get burned. You're going to get burned. You may get lucky on that first trade, but then you're going to get burned. So it's very important to, once you find out what you want to do, you find out the trading style that you want to trade, you find out how to trade that style, then you want to replicate it yourself in backtesting. FX Replay, if you want to use FX Replay, you can use TradingView, whatever it may be, you want to get the reps in, okay? Because repetition breeds consistency, it breeds discipline, because you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing and you can execute it on a consistent basis. Jumping into number 4 is, once you have that system in play, once you have that strategy and you are seeing the results and backtesting and you're starting to gain confidence, stick with that strategy. The worst thing you can do is start to strategy hop, right? Look over here, look over here, look over here, because then you're just going to be on a big hamster wheel. You get this mentor, and then a month later you get this mentor because you see someone on social media post about this mentor, and then a month later you have this mentor over here, and you're just confusing yourself. I promise you, this is where so many traders go wrong, because they're not sticking to one thing. Just stick with somebody. And once you see the results and you start to see it there happening in real time, stick with it. Please. I have so many people that come to me that are on their like 15th mentor, they're on their like 10th course in the last year span. Please just stick with it. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be the next person. But when you find someone that you resonate with, that you are learning from, that you are seeing the results yourself in your own trading, stick with it. Trading is about making money. It's about getting that edge over the market and evolving as a trader, as a person, right? Showing up every single day on the charts, getting beat up, winning trades, taking break evens, right? Growing every single day. Master your strategy. It's a lot more fun when you know exactly what you are looking for and you just consistently execute it on a daily basis. When I do my markups, when I look at the charts, it has become so second nature to me because I have practiced my strategy so many times. Just think about it for a second. Tying your shoe at one point used to be hard, right? Tying your shoe at one point used to be hard. And now it's just second nature, right? You bend down and you tie your shoe, right? The same thing with trading. There used to be a point in time where you didn't know what a pip was. You watching this video, you might not know what a pip was. But then you started to learn it. You started to know why the market does this and that and all that good stuff. And then now you're over here predicting price for that day. You're predicting price for that week. And it's a beautiful thing, right? Because you're growing and you're progressing every single day. So when you came to this video wondering what the best way to trade Forex is, you heard right at the very beginning, there isn't a best way to trade Forex, but there is a best way for you to trade Forex. And by using the steps in this video, I think you're going to be able to find out that answer. So don't let me tell you, don't let the person across the street tell you. You are in control of your own life here as a trader, right? And as a person. So figure it out how it is you want to trade. Figure it out how you trade that way, then backtest. And then once you have that strategy that you know works, just refine it and continue to grow it and continue to master it. Because mastering a strategy, mastering anything takes time, right? So don't look over here, don't look over here. Don't look outside and see what the next person's doing. Just focus on you, focus on your strategy, and I promise you, you're gonna yield great results. So I know this is a little bit of a different video, but it was well requested. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And what do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you on Wednesday.